Big Things Coming is proudly brought to you by Dazzle Home Loans. Darren's 15 years experience in finance will remove the worry when buying your new home.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Big Things Coming. So exciting. You all right?
So excited. It's just like, you said it. Welcome back to another exciting episode. Oh, it's so exciting.
Mel, Geordie, I was going to ask, how are you guys? Well, I think
Sugared the shit up.
I think it speaks for itself.
It was. Now not.
Alrighty, guys, we're going to get straight into it.
Hell yeah.
Today's guest, we've got an exciting guest. She goes by the name on 1, 2, 3, Ezza from Legs Electric.
Yes.
How are you, darling?
Hi guys. I love that intro.
Thank you.
So
We
good.
worked so hard on it.
Thank you so much for coming down, and it's so good to have you here. You're the bass player for Legs Electric.
Yeah, that's right. I play bass, and since about 2017, and we all do backing vocals and whatnot. So yeah, I've got a bit of an interesting story as to how I came into the band.
Yeah,
and,
please tell us.
Can we get some music for that?
I'll give you a bit of history.
Wait.
This is the only music. I'm sorry.
I can't dance, so I'm gonna try. All right.
Please tell us your story, girl. How you doing tonight? And how did you get in the bed? What's up?
So good.
I love that. So one time, I was at
That was
the
hot.
Charles Hotel, and it was I was there with some friends who were seeing the Super Jesus and
Oh, Sarah
Baby
McLeod.
Animals,
Yes.
and they were they're doing some tour around Australia to rock, women in rock, And this opening band was there, and they were all girls, just fully rocking out, and I was like, oh my God, who are these girls and where have they been all my life?
Yeah.
I need to be in that band, because I was already in another band at the time, and my cameraman Pete here knows that old band, and it was a bit of a pop sort of rock style, but my heart was really sound heavier stuff, and I saw these girls rocking out and found out they were Legs Electric. And I just obsessed with them, the moment I saw them play. And then, so I learnt all their songs just for fun, And then there was they needed a fill-in.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So you
And
The
weren't
doors
even...
just opened.
And so on the Instagram and whatever else, they were like, bass player wanted. And I was like, bang, I was on it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
The
guys,
planets aligned.
I know all your
Yeah,
songs. I'm
it
ready
was-
to go. And they're like, cool, come jam next Wednesday.
Wow.
We've got a big show. We need to fill in.
That's amazing dedication. So you didn't actually went in the band yet.
No,
you
but
were
she loved the
I
music
wanna
that
learn
much.
that.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
that's
learn all the
awesome.
Yeah.
songs.
Yeah.
And then...
I know, because I loved it that much. And
Did you kill the original bass player? She had a
No. Abby.
missing.
No. So Abby's Kylie, the drummer's sister, and she took a little bit of time off and had a break, and we're good friends. So I was like, happy to step into her shoes for a little bit, but I still felt like, the big shoes to fill. And so here I am.
Wow.
So, all these years later.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it became a bit more permanent, and then from there we've done lots of things, recording, touring, and so on. So
Yeah.
Did you call it a day with the other band?
Well, we sort of kept going for a bit, but I was given a bit of an ultimatum, and they were like, "Oh, it's
They're
us or
so
them."
mean.
And I was like, "Oh,
Why you
it's
gotta
like a
be
bad
so mean?
breakup. It's a band breakup. Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
quite sad."
Yeah, it's yuck.
But you know what? At the end of the day, you got to think about yourself and where you want to be and what you want to do.
That's it.
It was either
And where your
them.
passion is, eh?
It was either them, or you had to give it legs. Electric.
Oh, come on.
That was
But,
terrible.
Take a point off.
Point off for Geordie.
Just
I tried.
in fact, put him back to 0.
Boo!
It was so bad. That was one of your bad, the worst. Sorry.
I
Not everyone's
agree.
gold.
I agree, Mel. But you know what? That little song intro he did earlier, I'm still pretty good at
point
it.
0.5 back on the board. 0.5.
So you joined the band.
Yes,
And you
that's
went on
right.
tours.
Yeah,
Really
we
cool.
did. Yeah, so we I got straight into recording. We did an EP, and then we took that round southwest of WA, and then we took it over east for a bit, and then we came back, and then So here and there we've been recording singles more than like EPs and everything. You know how it is these days. Like, you know, is it worth doing a whole album or you just put songs out?
Yeah.
And so we've had some excellent gigs so far.
What,
And,
what
loved it.
sort of
Yeah.
what sort of bass do you play?
I've got a SG bass.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
a short
sick.
scale Gibson.
Yes.
And,
Nice.
it's my little pocket rocket. I
Yep.
just love it. Like
I-
I have
I-
my Fender
You,
Jazz.
you're a little pocket rocket.
Yeah.
I'm a guitarist myself, but I love the short scale bass.
They're so much
guitars.
fun to
because
play,
it's virtually the same size as an electric
guitar,
guitar.
yeah.
And it's like, oh man, it's just so easy. Like,
Yeah.
it's very fast. To
Yep.
use,
Yep.
you know.
Yeah, so I love just shredding on it.
So you got
the moment
the
I get
SG,
to a,
you got
like a
any
Fender,
others?
yeah, I got a Fender Jazz.
Nice.
But the moment I play that, it's I just have to adjust
Yep.
my playing,
Yep.
Yeah.
and then I'll have to like use a pick or something. So,
Yep.
but I do love my Gibson. Like it's my gig horse. Yeah.
So where does your
I thought you were going to say
inspiration?
gig whore for a second. So glad you added the S on the end.
Point off for Mel.
It's not my fault. I need to hear it right.
Yeah, don't worry, Geordie. I got your back, bro.
Thanks, Dave.
Where does your inspiration come from? Ez? Like, what did you grow up listening to,
Heaps
learning?
of stuff. Like mostly my dad's record collection, so 70s, like
Okay.
you know, Lynyrd Skynyrd, like
Yep.
Pink Floyd, you name it, like Black Sabbath, all
Yep.
the real sort of. You know, I just thought it was normal growing up listening to
Yeah.
that music, and
Yeah.
you know, I
Yeah.
remember getting to school and playing music and things in high school, and I loved the grunge stuff in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I loved Silverchair with a passion as
Oh, me
like
too.
a 10-year-old.
Yes.
And so all that, so a lot of influences really, some kind of 70s to 90s kind of person.
Yeah.
But yeah,
a good era.
Muse were also quite influential on my
Muse?
own playing. Yeah.
Did you say Muse?
Yeah,
Oh, dude,
yeah.
Matt Bellamy is a genius.
God, he's a god. Yeah. So
Absolutely.
it'd be
You're
amazing to, like,
ticking all my boxes right now. Favorite album from Muse?
I don't know names.
Oh, it's too
For
hard.
me, it's Origin of Symmetry.
yeah, Origin. I definitely think the
It's
earlier albums.
One
are
of those
one
albums
of those
you
top.
can't skip a
No,
song.
every
Oh,
single
man.
song is amazing. And
Man,
I just, yeah.
I was younger. I was a lot younger. I'd smoke a little bit. I'd just chuck my headphones on, sit back
Tune
on the
out.
couch, listen to that whole album, and
Yeah.
holy fuck, man!
So good,
Yeah,
loud.
if
you
this
know.
is how our parents felt when they listened to Pink Floyd,
Right.
The Wall,
Yes.
then I think I know what they're
kind
talking
of feel
about.
it.
Yeah.
You kind of get it.
Yeah.
This guy.
But you guys have done so
incredible.
much, like so much that
Yeah,
like a lot of
heaps,
bands would be
yeah.
very, very envious and kind of wondering how did you navigate this system?
Well, it's really hard because we kind of like we get all these amazing gigs and stuff, and people just think, oh, you must have a manager or something, but we don't. We all do our own roles in the band, and we just work hard at hustling. Like you just got to hustle,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
got
The
to when you go to a
grind, man.
gig,
Yeah.
and instead of just packing up and pissing off home, you hang around.
Yeah.
You talk to the people at the venue. You talk to the
Please
people
give her
that
a round of applause.
like.
Yeah.
10 points for Ezza on the board. She's on the board officially.
Stick around.
And you just got to get to know people in the industry,
Yeah.
Network.
because especially if you're doing a support slot or whatever, and you just talk to the guitar tech or you talk to the guys backstage, and you find out what they do, and
Yep.
they're all just regular people, and they're doing their job, and but they keep you in mind for things, so they
Yeah.
kind of go, the moment they bump into someone they know, they go, hey, give those girls
Yeah.
a call. They'd be suitable
Yeah.
for this thing or that or whatever,
Yeah.
and so it's really just like, being consistent with your performance, turn up, rock out, like leave everyone wanting more,
Yeah.
and people you start to build a reputation or name
Yeah.
for yourself to do that. And
Exactly.
Yup.
so you got to be professional, turn up on time, do your sound check, all that stuff. Like it's a job. People
Yeah.
kind of think, oh, it's cruisy. You get to just rock up and play, and
There's been a couple of bands I've played with, and excuse my language, but I will never be in the same room as them again. Yeah, the lack of respect, like treating it like the green room, just like
oh, trash. Yeah,
trashing it,
Yeah,
like
it's not nice.
throwing beer cans around, like
Yeah.
while my partner's photography gear is all
Yeah,
there, and
yeah.
it's now just like covered in
Professional.
piss.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
gross.
like, it's
just-
disgusting.
yeah,
Yeah.
like do better. Like
Yeah.
seriously, just be
Yeah.
respectful, right?
Exactly.
It's not
exactly.
hard.
Yeah.
But it's so easy to just be nice.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you know,
that's
and,
it.
and it gives
You know,
musicians like a shitty name, and we're not shitty people, and so you know the idea of a musician goes like down very quickly, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas, man, we're doing it because we actually fucking love it.
Yeah.
So why don't you fucking like show that?
I
you
think
know?
like, you know, a lot of the old school theories, you know, like, oh, sex, drugs, rock and roll, you know, like
Throwing a TV in the hotel
yeah,
room.
yeah, like, you know, and like we joke about that shit, but I mean, it's
No one does it.
it's 2024, man.
The
Like,
thing is, you get a bad rep and one gig,
100%,
your career's done.
100%.
No one's gonna fuck with you.
Yeah.
But these guys haven't. They've
Yeah.
had a very like your
Yeah.
longevity has been like, you know, everyone's
Well,
seen
it's
it.
10 years now.
Yeah,
so,
like it's
Wow.
been amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so people don't quite
You got
realise
your
that.
long service leave.
Very funny. Well, I'm 7 years, so I was pro rata. I'm an accountant by
Start
day,
counting now.
so I know this stuff. Yeah. But yeah, no. So it's just about putting in the effort. Like really, sort of, everyone does their bit in the band.
Yeah.
And then you sort of start to see a bit of traction, which is good. Yeah.
So can you tell us about like how you guys collaborate, like when you're writing? Like who is the main? Is there a main writer? Are you all working together? Like what's your processes?
Yeah, so at the moment we'll sort of backtrack a bit. Like Ama might come up with some lyrics and a melody, and then
And for people that don't know, Ama, she's the singer.
Yeah, that's right. And so then that, you know, the guitarist Alana, so she might pick that up and you know, reverse engineer something to go along with that. Or we might come up with a riff. So me and Alana will sit down and we'll like nut out a riff, and then we're like, that sounds really cool, let's send it to the girls. And so we'll send things by phone, and then when we get to a jam room we'll like flesh it out, and then you know, sort of come up with a basic structure and then finesse it as we go.
Yeah.
We kind of get to the point where the songs always sort of ebb and flow until you get to like, okay, we're going to lock this in, we're going to record it now.
Yeah.
Because then you know when you get to recording there's going to be some tweaks.
Yeah.
Because your producer will go, oh, like you might want to change that chorus around or,
Yep.
you know, shorten
100%.
your bridge or whatever. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So it's a very collaborative sort of
collective.
process.
Yeah, and like, you know, we all bring our part to it. So it's not like there's one person who's come up with the entire thing.
Yeah. No, I
Have
get
you
that.
got many projects out or singles?
Yeah, so we just released one actually. So last night we played, we put out Glass House, and that's our latest single.
And that was filmed
at Lancel and
Yeah, and who
I saw that one.
Sand Dunes. Yeah.
I want to say Victor Lim
Yes.
did that video.
Yeah, so Vic,
it was awesome.
he's our mate, and gosh, he's so good. He's just so professional, rocks up with 50 cameras, and and we're in the sand dunes, and you know, he was a little bit worried about the sand, you know, getting to his equipment. But like, it was great. It was an excellent day. We're out in the sand. By the end of it, we were all sand blasted and, you know, salt air. So it was, you know, really cool. We haven't really done like an on location kind of video like that before.
I caught that video. That was really cool.
Yeah, it
You guys
was.
just
It was awesome.
following each other behind and
We were lost in the
traveling.
desert, you know.
That was cool. It's a great song too.
And your
Thanks.
like you guys like your clothing. Okay, so I need to ask because you guys always look like wicked.
$1,000.
Yeah, like you always look amazing.
Thanks.
So who comes up with the concept ideas for your clothes, and where do you get them?
Well,
Or do you get them made?
we
or do
sort
you
of had
release
this
them?
like, well, you know, you think about bands that obviously like Kiss, they wear their outfits, and you kind of like, it's cool when you see a band, they've all got their similar outfits on. And we came up with, because of that gig, we went, okay, we need to get like some gold sequins with some tassels. And like, we just want to like go all out. So we got a local fashion designer. Her name's Teresa Georgie, Lost in Hollywood Designs. And she came up with like these bodysuits for us, and
Yeah, because it just looks killer and
Amazing.
it's so pro, you know. And like, I mean, I've watched you guys through the years and stuff, and then like that you were really big on the tassel area.
Oh, we love
like,
tassels,
Yes,
yeah.
and I was like, these girls have got it, man. They just it's
like
so
a-
good.
it's like the Stevie Nicks and the
Yeah.
that vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gold tassel aesthetic.
Yes, that's
Sparkling.
it.
Sparkly.
Glamorous.
Sparkly.
Very
Kind
cool.
of
but
like-
very fucking rocky at the same
Yeah,
time.
rock
you know,
chic,
like, yeah,
like-
it's really
yeah.
really cool.
So yeah, because you know when we do a regular pub gig, you know we just rock up wearing
you wear?
black jeans and a jacket, and you're just you don't feel like you put a lot of effort in, but the moment you put a bit of effort in your outfit, you're like, oh yes, like we're ready to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's addressing the whole thing about being a performer, right?
Yeah.
It's not just turning up, doing the show, playing your songs. It's like actually considering how like you're looking like? What's your avatar look like? And then you have to put it on. And then
I don't know. I'm pretty happy with my red flannelette that's never been washed.
That's your
ever.
guy. That's your thing, though. Do you know what I mean? Like
It's got a million and one uses. It's a sweat rag. It's a shirt. It's a guitar fretboard cleaner.
Oh, look,
you know,
see?
and it's a hanky.
And
I want you to burn those flannels, man.
not Mr. Hanky.
Dude.
Don't let me do my Cartman voice.
Go on, do it.
No, I can do it now.
Come on, we can all do
Need
it.
a few whiskeys.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Yeah, like I think you just got to dress for the gig you want.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And be the performer that you want to be.
That's it.
It's
Every
all-
gig.
it's
Doesn't
your-
matter how small.
It's your brand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
it's
it.
your brand.
Yeah.
And you never
It's-
know who's looking at you.
Exactly.
You never know who's there in that room at that
100%.
time. Yeah.
I have a similar kind of coinciding vibe on that situation where I like to dress quite.
There goes the sheet at the back. That's all right.
Heard me talk, and then I was just like, nope. I like to dress quite flamboyantly, and the rest of my band are very like shirt and jeans,
Yeah.
chill.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, but it's cool because then I peacock, and I'm like, what's up?
Exactly.
In the one suit, the full jumpsuit, and everything. I'm like, what's
Yeah,
up?
do
Exactly,
it.
dude. And
Yeah.
I was just having this conversation with my boys yesterday, and because we just revealed Colourmine's brand new singer, and the guys were saying, "Oh, shouldn't he just wear a red flanny and a black shirt?" And I'm saying, "No, fuck no, man. Like, no, I want Alex in the full suit."
Yeah, he looks sick.
And
Well,
that's it.
You might want to fix the curtain.
By the first, no, this was the third song in. He was like, "I'm done with this jacket."
Yeah.
And I had to jump on stage and hold his guitar while he was like, shit.
But
Took it
that's
off.
it. Like,
I don't know what it is like for you guys as musicians and not singers, and I don't know what it's like for you, Geordie, but I get fucking boiling.
Oh,
like,
so hot.
Like
100%.
singing,
So
like it comes
100%.
from inside. So wearing a jacket and stuff for me,
Oh,
it's
no.
like it better have some sort of ventilation in that shit. Like
yeah.
I know, I get like
But
super
like
hot.
I sweat easily. Like it could just be, normal room temperature. But as soon as you start jumping around for that first song, maybe it's just my terrible fitness level.
Yeah, we have a thing. It's called gig fitness.
Yeah.
Like, so
Yeah.
if we haven't played a gig in a while, and then there's a curtain, it's gone.
Bye-bye.
Bye curtain.
Peter, we are not putting that up again. All right, it's gone, man. It's gone. Peter -1.
You live and you learn. You live and you learn. So, gig fitness.
Oh yeah, so like you, if you haven't played in a while, and it's a kick up the bum because you're like, oh, I'm like a 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
need to get fit again. So the moment where you're like, oh, okay, let's do more rehearsals and like act like it's a proper gig.
Yeah.
Yep.
'Cause
Dress,
you've got
a
and
dress
you-
rehearsal.
Yeah, and
yeah.
like you do your set like 3 times in a row, non-stop.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right at your normal speed, to get your fingers moving,
Yes.
to get everything like,
Yeah.
proper.
I love that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It has to
Yeah.
happen, man.
Otherwise, like, because once you've done once you've done a tour, you're like at your peak again.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so we're feeling pretty good at the moment because we've been doing lots of gigs. But last night we did 2 sets and like we're like,
Sounds
yeah,
like some
that was
people here to
easy.
see it. Sorry.
They
You
jumped
want some
in,
people
yeah.
for those gigs.
But then there's the other thing. It's like you just play an awesome show. You've had a couple of drinks. Like, oh, I'm so tired. Let's go to Macca's.
Oh yeah, no more Maccas.
The Macca's run, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it's such a filthy habit too. Like, because I'll go in there and I'll be like, I want this, but I want this. Oh, fuck it, I'll just get
Get it
both.
all. Just get it all.
20 nuggets. Oh, and what do you want, honey?
Lo que no las dos.
Why not both?
So what's coming up for you guys?
Yes,
like
indeed.
what's moving forward for you? Like what are you looking forward to?
Well, we've got another single that we're going to put out soon.
Ooh.
So you guys will first hear it.
I love
but-
that.
Oh.
Brand new news.
Yeah. So
Exclusive content.
we'll get the current single, like the tour out of the way, and then
Yeah.
we've got a video to do for our next single called Volcanic Eyes. And
Volcanic
then-
Eyes.
Yeah,
Oh,
and that's going to
beautiful
come
name.
out like I think end of Jan, early Feb.
Sounds
We're
hot.
going to go East Coast on that one, and then so yeah, we're looking forward to that. But we've got a few good great gigs coming up
Yeah.
end of this year.
Excellent.
So
Wicked,
yeah,
nice.
so it's feeling good.
So do you have a highlight gig out of all the amazing shows that you've done, or is that just like impossible?
It's hard.
I mean, Kiss would have been
Kiss
up
is
there,
like
right?
pretty much up there, and
Like-
it was like so nerve wracking. We're on
Opened for
stage,
Kiss?
Yeah, at the
and
arena.
it was like the pressure.
Yeah.
The pressure was so
That would've been
high.
next level.
But we had a great time. But because we were all like you have to perform. You've got to be on your best, like
Yeah.
peak performance. It was hard to enjoy being up on stage because one, you can't see anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all black. Like you can see a couple of people in the front row or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But that's it. So it's just, and you know, the advice we got from a lot of people was just project out. Like
Yeah.
really just whatever you do normally, make it 10 times bigger.
Yeah, make it bigger.
Yeah.
And then, you know, so everyone can see you, whatever. And it was really, a lot of pressure because we had a lot of people we knew in the seats, and you know, my mum and dad were there, and you know, I was like, don't fuck this
They
up.
must have been proud.
Oh, they were, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
What was
yeah.
it like using that stage? Like,
Oh, it was amazing. It was huge.
Yeah.
Talking
It was
about
just
gig
like-
fit, right? Like,
Yes. Like, yeah, you got to be gig fit for that one.
Hey.
So definitely one of the highlights in terms of, you know, being able to play there and meet, you know, Paul Stanley and all that sort of stuff. And just to see the mechanics behind the scenes, like
Yeah.
the logistics behind it all. No joke. The moment they finished their set, the guys in the trucks were already loading things
Yeah.
in. And there's 14 semi-trailers out the back, all ready to go. And everyone was just like, it was a machine.
I
It was so
reckon,
amazing to watch. Like, we had to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I reckon Juzzy would have been.
Definitely. He might have
organising
been
that
on board
too.
of that
Yeah.
for sure.
So we've Juzzy Boyo from Applebite, the Beggars on Acid. He's also with is it EPA
I'm not sure.
Entertainment?
a big
Perth?
company.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
they
they
do
set
other
up all
tours, like he did Pink and all that.
Oh,
Optus
yeah.
Stadium.
Yeah.
He's the
He
man.
would know.
He's
he
the
shared
one.
some stuff
Yeah.
about that, and he said, "Yeah, it is like exactly what you said, like
Yeah.
a well."
And they run to a clock and they had to get straight
Yes.
to Queensland. So
Yeah.
the
Wow.
trucks were going for 5 days straight to get there.
Yeah.
So they're a big job. But I think in terms of like in more enjoyment, like Everclear came to
Everclear.
Perth and we did a couple of dates with them and Wolf Mother as well.
Yeah.
And it's been
Wicked.
like great fun because they're just regular guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And we just had more fun because once you do 2 or 3 shows with the same group of people, you just by the third day you feel like you've been on tour with
Yeah.
them, and
Yeah.
you know,
Wicked.
Yeah.
so that's cool. It was more enjoyable.
Yeah.
And can I just ask one more question about Kiss?
Yeah.
Like who was? Because I do love
I
them.
also get to do it.
Yeah, go
If
for
it's
it.
okay.
Okay, so probably 12 more questions. No, just one. So who was the nicest or most approachable member of Kiss, if there was one?
Well, 3 of them did come out of their dressing room, so it was
Okay.
only just Paul that we got.
That
Okay.
makes a lot of sense.
But
Yeah.
he came out especially to watch our sound check
see, now
with
that's
Doc,
nice.
so his manager, and they all came out, and just as we packed up and got off, they were sort of hanging around the back area,
Yeah.
and they go, "Oh, where are you girls from?" And we're like, you know, they're like, "Are you girls from Perth?" You know,
Yeah.
Are you from Perth?
yeah, it was just like, and we didn't know what to say to him because it was, you know, you just starstruck a
What
little
do you
bit.
say? Yeah.
Yeah, well, we just all shook his hand and we're like, "Oh, nice to meet you, and thanks for having us." And
Yeah.
but he just seemed very casual, you know.
Yeah,
"Oh,
right.
yeah, cool, you know.
I probably vomit in my mouth. Like,
I don't know. I think he didn't realise that we were from Perth. I guess so. It was a bit strange.
But that could actually
So
be
he-
like
As a compliment.
A compliment, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
are you?
Like so you're touring as well.
Yeah.
No, well, like they had a different band for every city.
Each CD.
Right,
So they
right.
had like trying to think who was in Melbourne. Sorry, Cosmic something. Can't remember what band, but they had local bands in every. So
And was
you
there a
know.
competition?
Wicked.
There wasn't a competition. I don't know.
No.
I don't know where I heard that from. That there was a competition to send in your
Yeah.
entries
So-
to play
are
with
you thinking
Kiss.
of Coldplay?
Oh,
Maybe
maybe.
Coldplay.
That was
That was a
Coldplay.
Coldplay
They did a
one.
competition.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yep.
And who won that one?
There
King
was,
Ibis.
Yeah.
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 There was a few winners though, wasn't there? There was a couple.
Because I don't know, man.
Yeah.
No,
But it's
so no,
cool.
we had a contact who knew a guy, who knew a guy, who knew a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it was a bit like I think back on it, it was a bit complicated at the time, but we were like, because someone called us and they're like, "Do you guys want this gig?" And we're like, "Are you kidding?"
Yeah,
Like, we thought they were
Yeah.
joking. We were like,
Do you
okay.
want this gig?
Yeah.
like? Because we thought, they're just going to put us forward with a bunch of other bands and see what
Yeah.
happens. But they were like, no, it's like you guys.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So that
That
was
is sick.
amazing.
I think it was a Southern River Band.
Was it?
Everyone was putting their
Oh,
hat.
for
Yeah, but there was no, it
Coldplay.
wasn't a
Coldplay?
competition.
Yeah,
no, for the Coldplay one,
Oh, but
and they were
Cal's
like-
really good on the marketing
Yeah,
there. He
they
was
were
like,
like-
"Oh, we didn't get picked. Oh no,
And
you know."
did
Yeah.
you see their response?
Yeah, he was like,
Yes.
nah,
It
fuck
was
that.
on the news.
We didn't ask for
the
this.
publicity.
Maybe if it was ACDC.
Classic Cal for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Classic
sure.
cow. The goat. But thank you so much. We've had a big day today.
Oh, that's it.
No, well, it's almost
getting
it.
close.
It's almost
Getting close.
When is your next show?
August. We're in August. September, I think it's 28th at Joe's Juice Joint in.
That's my birthday.
In
You want an
Northbridge.
award?
Northbridge.
And
But we can, everyone
just
can
been
find you on
announced.
socials though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, so check,
all the consumables, platforms and stuff.
Just straight
Instagram,
up, Legs
yeah.
Electric.
So Facebook,
Yep.
Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah, actually, we're on TikTok now because all the Gen Zs are like,
Yep.
you gotta go on TikTok.
I
Cool
know.
kids.
Yeah, gotta get here, gotta get with it.
I know.
Yeah.
Before we let you go, Ez, we've got this segment called What's on Repeat. So if we were to go onto your Spotify right now, like just
Good.
She's gonna have a look.
what is a band or a song that you've just been smashing lately?
Could be anything.
Oh, Green
International.
Spoon. So the new
yeah.
Green Spoon album. I'm just gonna find it. Sorry, I've got like Disney
Good
hits
answer,
on
straight
here
away.
because
That's
like my
fair.
daughter has hijacked my phone.
Sure, she has.
The first track, yeah, Disney. I can do Little Mermaid.
Let it go.
Yeah. So their latest album, which is whatever. Unknown Pretenders. I've got that.
Okay.
I've got that like on my current
It's a
favorites.
song off of
Yep.
it.
Yes, so check it out. It came out like a week ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And you recommend it.
Yes, so
Okay.
Green Spoon,
Green Spoon.
latest
Yeah.
album. Yeah.
Awesome.
Hell yeah. Beautiful.
Ez, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the
Yes,
show. Thank you so
Thanks
much.
for having me,
I know,
guys.
It doesn't seem
So
like it's
nice.
a long time, right? But
No.
And then when you watch it back, it's like, oh, what? That was a full-on 45 minutes. It's like, okay.
How about that?
For those at home, go and follow Electric.
Yes, do it.
Legs Electric. I was
Legs
going to say
Electric.
Electric
Legs
State
State.
then.
I know you were. Nope.
Because I played a show with them last night.
Oh, last night.
Legs Electric on all socials, as you just heard. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Big
We've just had
shout
the
out
lovely-
to
Big shout out to our sponsors, Mustang Print and our brand new sponsor, Dazzle Home Loans.
Thanks,
Taking the
Dazzle.
worry out of buying your first home.
Thank you,
Thank-
Ezza, so much for coming in. Bass player for Legs Electric.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Had heaps
Been
of
a
fun.
pleasure.
Heaps of
All
fun.
right.
Thank you, Aaron.
All right, guys.
Thank
catch
you. Bye.
Bye.
See you next week.